Very good Thursday morning to all of you out there across the Wobbles community and beyond. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and eye forecast courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Folks, I hope that you soaked in the slightly cooler, less humid air yesterday because we got summer that's going to be returning like a lion here over the upcoming days. We got high pressure that's set up shop right across the region. We got hardly a cloud in the sky across our coverage area. It's going to be plenty more where that came from here over the upcoming days, folks, and we're just going to be looking at a rise in that oppressive heat and humidity as the days continue to go by. Let's get a look here across the region. We do have one thing to mention as far as sensible weather impacts this morning. We do have some patchy dense fog across the area. You can see it overlooking the Reed-Dossie house scam up in Brownsville. Looking back there towards the Green River Valley especially, we do have thicker fog over in that direction. Beech Tree News Sky Cam overlooking Morgantown, however. We got crystal clear skies, nothing to worry about. Those of you who are getting in on the dense fog this morning, that'll be lifting out rather quickly to rays the sunshine that are going to be taking over and dominating. Temperatures and dew points hanging out right around the mid 60s. We're going to be taking highs right up to around the 90-degree mark this afternoon. And it's just going to get hotter, folks, as we progress throughout the final day of the work week and on throughout the weekend as well. Dew points are going to be rising up to the 70s. It's not going to feel too pleasant in the outdoors. It's going to be warmer and more humid today and tomorrow. But folks, especially throughout the latter part of this weekend into the early days of next week, it's really going to get sultry in the great outdoors. Taking a look here at the latest surface map, the remnants of Burl continues to churn across the northeastern U.S. Folks, they had tornado warnings and tornadoes on the ground up in New York from that thing yesterday. So, coming from landfall down in Texas and then all the tornadoes across the deep south and then stretching up through the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, all the way up to the north and east, that'll definitely be a historical storm to remember, to say the least. But getting here closer to home, folks, you can see there's a whole lot of nothing going on with high pressure that's dominating. That's going to be the name of the weather game here for the foreseeable future. Here we are looking at the heat indices as we work over the upcoming days. We're going to get into this afternoon. We're going to be all the way up anywhere between the low and mid 90s. We get into our Friday, it's even going to be a few degrees warmer, right up there into the low and mid 90s yet again. And then take a look at the weekend, folks. By the time we roll into the early afternoon hours, we're going to be rivaling and hitting right around that 100-degree mark. So triple-digit heat indices coming into play as early as Saturday afternoon. That's going to continue into Sunday, into Monday, on into Tuesday of next week as well. And we're going to show you why that is going to take place. We are looking at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere here. 500 millibar level, this is roughly 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head, all right? You can see this trough from Burl that's still over here, that's jolting off here to the north and east. And this is allowing for this upper ridge to build in here from the south, all right? We got this big old fat upper ridge building in here across the desert southwest, stretching over into the central plains even. And that's going to help create that southerly flow to bring the intense heat and humidity to us throughout this weekend. And here we are looking at the early days of next week, on throughout our Monday and Tuesday as well. From Tuesday night on, though, folks, take a look at how this setup is going to align. We got this monster ridge over the desert southwest. We got this trough that's digging down across the north and east. This is going to put us in northwest flow aloft. Whenever we get into summertime and we see these disturbances, we see these little clips and short waves that's riding down in this northwest flow aloft, is going to be generating and bringing in some cold fronts, along with the possibility of generating some mesoscale convective complexes or lines of storms that develop off to the north and west and then sweep south and east across the region. So Tuesday through Thursday of next week looks like we're going to be getting into this MCS regiment that we're going to have to keep some close eyes on, as some strong thunderstorms could come along with it. So here we are, folks. This is how it looks rolling into next Wednesday at the 500 millibar level. Let's mirror that with what exactly is going to be going on at the surface. This cold front's going to be moving at a snail's pace or even crawling and stalling out at times. But as it moves to the south and east as early as Tuesday night into Wednesday, as you can see here, we have got the alignment of these showers and storms that's located right here. All right, bowing out right along and ahead of the cold front. And you'll watch it as we put it into motion. We get into Tuesday night on into Wednesday. We work into our Wednesday afternoon. We get into Wednesday night on into Thursday. You can kind of see what we're talking about. So if that front overstays its welcome and stalls out, that front is going to serve as a lifting mechanism right across the region to provide all that needed lift along with the moisture coming along and ahead of the cold front to generate some long-lasting shower and storm chances that could be training and again bringing some strong storm chances, but also some excessive rainfall and flooding to the region. So that is the next weather maker in line. It's going to be arriving roughly 5 to 6 days out from where we're currently at. All right, we won't be mad at all if we get in on those rain chances next week, because take a look at the next 5 to 6 day weather forecast as far as rainfall is concerned. Maybe 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch if you get a stray cell to blow up. But overall, folks, it looks to just be extraordinarily hot and humid here over the course of the next 5 to 6 days before that active pattern tries to take over as we get into next week. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5-day weather forecast. No surprise here. Extraordinarily hot, a whole lot of sultriness in the atmosphere. Lower 90s today into tomorrow with rising humidity as well. Mid and upper 90s Saturday into Sunday. Folks, Monday into Tuesday of next week, we're talking about the potential for real-time temperatures touching or exceeding 97 to 99 degrees, dare I say it, by Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon, maybe touching the 100-degree mark. We could be looking at heat advisory criteria coming into play then as well. So folks, you're going to be outdoors for extended periods over the upcoming days. Please take the necessary precautions, stay hydrated, reapply the sunscreen as necessary. That'll wrap up your Thursday morning weather or not forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a tremendous